Josh Altman in Aldar Experts.
How are you? Yes, happy to be here.
Such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And Matt as well. Matt is here on
Yep.
the side. So thank you so much for coming. The crowd was super happy to listen to your story, understand where you're coming from. So I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty here. Exclusive listings. A lot of people say not possible, hard, difficult. What's your take?
On an exclusive listing, well, we understand that you guys do it, the brokers here do it a little different than we do it in Los Angeles. We sign up a listing, and of course we then market it as big as we can market it.
Yep.
And I think that's something that probably should at some point go towards out here.
Yep.
It's something where I think the best way, we always say the best way to sell a house is to get as many eyeballs on that property as possible. Right now you have a situation where you typically market a house only to your own sphere, only to your own clients, and a lot of people don't even know that house exists or is available for sale. So I think that's something that should definitely happen out here. And I think that an exclusive listing is good for not only the agent, but also the property. And that's why you always have to be careful who you choose as an agent. Look, what we've seen out here since we've been in Abu Dhabi, and what we've seen out here as far as the brokers and the mentality, it's right where it should be. It's an incredible opportunity out here right now. And if I was a broker here, I couldn't tell you how excited I would be at not only what I've seen so far, but what's happening. In the very little time that we've been here, we've been told of different projects with Aldar, for example, amazing ones that are coming up that sound like something I should probably start saving my money for right now.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with that statement. But picking up on what you just said about having the biggest amount of people looking into the property. So we have to talk about social media.
Yeah.
How social media change your business? What do you do differently than your competition?
So that's a great question. Originally, I was very against social media.
Right.
It for somebody who spends all the time on their phone, the last thing I want to do is be staring at my phone even more, trying to impress or show people out there what's going on in my life. So in the beginning, I was hesitant. Since we have started to embrace social media, I cannot tell you the importance of having it involved in your real estate business. It is as valuable as any marketing you will ever do. You have to realize, as a real estate agent, you are your own brand, right? You are a walking billboard for your business. Everything that you put out there is a reflection on you and your business. What is the best, easiest, and free way to do that? Social media. If you're showing a nice house, post it. People will see that you're affiliated with nice houses, and next time they're thinking about buying a nice house, they'll call you. We use every platform. We have somebody in our office who just full-time edits videos, and we have another person who full-time follows us around with a camera. And I'm not talking about $1 million listing. I'm talking about just the rest of the time, because content is key. It's very important as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker, to be in front of people and remind them what you do every day. So you have to constantly be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, whatever the YouTube, whatever the platform is, and constantly put out content. The internet is a very hungry animal. If you don't feed it, you are not going to get back from it. So I would say embrace social media, and really don't just put anything up. Realizing that it's a billboard for your business. Be very careful what you put on social media. Even when not doing business stuff, it's very important, because everything reflects on your brand. Anybody who I ever meet, I look at their profile on Instagram or Facebook. Any buyer or seller, the first thing they're gonna do when they meet you is they're gonna look you up on social media. And if they don't like what they see, you're not gonna get that client. So every move you make is very important.
So this is a great point. You're talking about the content. A lot of the brokers put a lot of things for sale. They're always asking for the business.
Yeah.
Do you do differently? Do you think that there should be a balance between educating people, giving different levels of information, or you have to go for the kill all the time?
Well, I think everybody has to find their own balance, what works for them. For a long time, for me, being a very aggressive real estate agent worked. Now, because we approach business a little differently, I think that I think it's important to have that balance. It's important to educate your buyers and sellers, because if you educate them, you are bringing value to them. A lot of people, especially like many people who come to Dubai, or I'm sorry, a lot of people who come to Abu Dhabi, they might not be as familiar with everything that's going on. Just like my brother and I, we came here, we've only been here for about 16 hours, and very quickly we have been educated on a lot of stuff. Think about the people across the world that are going to be buying second and third and fourth and fifth houses here through Aldar in Abu Dhabi. They need to be educated. And if you don't educate them on that, then they're not going to feel comfortable enough to drop $5, $10, $15 million on a residence. So I think education is really important. And then, of course, at that point, you can be as aggressive as you want once they have the confidence.
Amazing. You meet a lot of brokers day to day. They approach you for listings. What separates an average broker to someone you say that person is doing the right thing?
Well, of course, you got to be an expert at what you do. You got to love what you do. And you also have to have a good team around you. My brother and I, with the Altman brothers, we have built a team over the past 15 years of people who represent us as good as we represent us. And I think that's really important, especially when you're just one broker. Mm-hmm. Time is money, and you have to make sure that you're spending the correct time with the correct people and making sure that you're giving them the respect and the time that they deserve. I mean, buying a house or selling a house, that's most people, like I said on stage, that's most people's biggest investment in their life. They want to be handheld throughout the process. So I think that's really important when it comes to being a top broker, is having the time and the education and the love for it. And trust me, clients feed off of that. If you're in a good mood, they're going to be in a good mood. They feed off of your energy. And people can tell very quickly, especially when you break into the high-end market, people can tell very quickly if you know what you're doing or not, if you're a seasoned agent or not. And the one thing that I have learned over the years of selling $6 billion worth of real estate is that you only get one shot. And if you're in front of a high net worth individual and you mess up, you may never get that shot again. So you have to come correct, you have to come prepared, and you have to really know what you're doing and be an expert in your craft.
And to finalize, so you being here in Abu Dhabi, we announced recently the $1 million listing UAE.
Yeah.
The first time the franchise is leaving the US. What are your thoughts?
It's amazing, first of all. And I don't think there'd be a better place that I would prefer to see a $1 million listing. I treat $1 million listing like my baby.
Yeah.
It's been 14 years. So passing it off for you folks out here in Abu Dhabi and the UAE to take the $1 million listing brand, I think it's going to take it to a whole nother level. Currently it plays in 70 countries around the world, 70 territories around the world, and millions and millions of viewers see it. And I think once that happens for you, I think that the world is going to realize how incredible Abu Dhabi is. I think that they're going to realize the real estate and the opportunity and the potential of moving out here is really special, like we have in a very short amount of time. And the UAE may give us a run for our money on $1 million listings. So I'll be watching. Maybe.
I think we should expect you to come over.
I'll tell you what, I would love to do a cameo. I would love to be on it. It would be an honor for me. And I have very high standards. I only expect the best of $1 million listings.
So have we. So
let's. I'm very excited to see it, and the second it comes out, I will be sure to be glued to my television to watch it. Maybe I'll come over and celebrate with you guys too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Josh, Matt, thank you so much for coming to the Aldar Experts. We were so happy to see you. Thank you again.
Thank you for being part of this with us.
Bye.
Appreciate it. It's an honor. Thank you.
Bye-bye.